an engineer. Are you having a cloudy day? Has it rained on your parade? We're in the basement with the Mclemore. Let the truth come out. I got sunshine in my smile, and maybe we can sit and chat for a while. Are you feeling misunderstood? And nothing's going good in your hood. We're in the basement with the Mclemore. Let the truth come out. Every pour you a drink. Just relax on your face.
Hi, it is Monday at 4, and we are in the basement with Mclemore, where the truth comes out. And guess what? You know, before we go there, we must pay some bills. So let's pay the bills. And soon as we pay these bills, I'm going to bring on, you know who, Bryant and Steve.
Inspired by capturing people in their natural state, James Washington is Maceo's Photos, a Chicago-based photography studio specializing in portraits, headshots, weddings, lifestyle, and commercial photography. Contact James Washington at 708-568-1421 or hit him up on the website at maceosphotos.net. That's MACEOPHOTO.net. James Washington, Maceo's Photos. Transformation is a courageous and necessary act. Set a course for the future. Discover your organization's true potential. Contact Dr. Regina Armour and find the tools, structure, and organizational techniques to improve your bottom line and fulfill your mission. Contact Dr. Regina Armour at The Armour Group. www.armourgrp.net. That's www.armourgrp.net.
Hi, this is Katie Lowe from Rhythm Flow Radio. I'd like to tell you about a brand new sponsor with a brand new product. Check this out. Have you ever thought about embracing your Eunice? Well, you should. Because Dr. Eunice Sanders' essential oils are designed with you in mind. Dr. Eunice Sanders' essential oils is an experience that will leave you saying, I have tried the rest. Now I have experienced the best. They are oils not only for the body and relaxing, but they are also oils for locking our hair, for moisturizing our hair. They are designed with you in mind. They are available at Bonnie's Alt Health Food Store in Hyde Park, 1512 East 53rd Street, Chicago, Illinois. That's embracing your Eunice. Now I will bring you Bryant and Steve.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening to some. How is everyone doing? There's my buddy Bryant. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Monday. What's up, bro?
What's going on, brother? How are you?
I am great. Luxuriating in my Swiss Alps condo, apparently.
Yeah, I see. It looks fabulous. Charles wants you to do a something on the keys on the piano.
Next month, I'll be
Yeah,
much better.
I'll tune in for your. He said chopsticks, I think. So, what's the weather like there in Trenton, New Jersey, sir?
It is a beautiful about 59 degrees, 50, somewhere anywhere between 53 and 59 today. Very sunny,
Oh wow!
very
So
sunny, very nice.
we've got a little sunshine too. It's quite a change from the rain and all the stuff that we've been getting, and I'm sort of irritated because I don't know what to wear. So like my
Hmm.
car has a change of hats, I got a change of jackets, I've got sweaters, I've got umbrellas and rain boots in my car. Just travel.
As you should, as you should.
Yeah,
I have an umbrella in the house, an umbrella in the car, and an umbrella at work.
wow.
Already.
We
I'm
we've
from
got a really
Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I go by the mantra from my grandfather and my mom, which is every day from late October to early to mid April, you go out with a jacket and a hat and a scarf and gloves.
right,
Just be prepared.
and that's just it.
Hmm.
I was I was having some problems with one of my devices, so I'm actually still trying to get myself acclimated here. We've got such a great show today.
Okay.
Uh, Here we've got my good friend Eunice Sanders and Doctor Eunice Sanders. I gotta remember to call her Miss Doctor Eunice Sanders. It's got a holistic, unique approach to our healthcare and things that we need to look out for.
Hmm.
Um, and then actor Reggie Watkins, all the way from Los Angeles, California, is going to join us. And we had another guest, Willie Willis, that was unable to do the show due to
Okay. I am not sure what happened. I'm not sure if I'm connected to the audience. Audience, something happened to the broadcast, and I'm very sorry. We hope to have this rectified ASAP. So sorry about that. I hope your days are going well, have gone well, and I hope your evenings look to be just as bright as it is outside. Um, Hold on just a second. Let me try to get some communication going on. Be right back. Again, apologies. Are we back?
Okay. Where is everybody? What happened? Oh,
Something,
there he is.
here.
something just blanked out the whole.
I'm back here. I can.
All right now.
It just
Yeah,
everything went gone. I was like, oh my god.
yeah, it's
All right.
one of those technical difficulties, one of those glitches that we had because I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me, and then suddenly I wasn't there anymore. So we're good. So
Okay.
apologize, guys, for. So you know what? The last time we talked, I don't think we ever got a chance to talk about Jesse Smollett. We talked about him a little bit, but then since this show is about mental illness, what are
Oh,
you thinking? It's like, we're gonna touch the bases on some mental illness today, and I know that we talked about Jesse's outbreaks, and we talked about his screaming out in court, and to piggyback that, we get Will Smith.
oh yeah. I don't know. He had a real break, and because that just seemed to, at least to us, the audience, way out of character. and I just thought it just didn't. The joke was just okay. I remember GI Jane. I thought it was a good movie. I thought Demi Moore looked great in a bald head. I think Jada Pinkett Smith looks great in a bald head. So
Right.
it was pretty harmless to me, and I'm really sure he didn't know about the alopecia thing. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Well, you know what, the alopecia thing too is this is it. Like Jada's been wearing her hair short and for since we met her, pretty much. You know, she's always had short hair. I never knew that there was a medical reason for her short hair. I just think that she looks really good in short hair. So I didn't get it. I think it might have been staged at a different time and it might have been a little bit inappropriate. But then the response, and then for this to be the biggest night on the planet, and you know, the Oscars is like, isn't that like the biggest thing that we do?
The biggest thing,
Uh,
although the ratings wouldn't tell you that, it's still in America. The Oscars is a really big, kind of up there with the Super Bowl and everything. And
right, right.
it was his night to shine. He won. Great work, by the way. Very good work. And I just don't understand why that moment he chose to go up there. I don't know. He apologized the next day to Chris. He should have done it that night, but it just that none of that was worth that. To
Yeah,
walk up, there was so much arrogance and so much ego in that. To just get up in front of all the America of the world, slap this guy and go sit down and curse. That's
yeah.
like around the corner, some pub around the corner in your own neighborhood where some crap like that would happen. It was
Yeah, and
very.
I don't even think those two contenders, even in a club around the corner, would have done it like that. So that's why I'm still trying to get trying to get the understanding that that it, you know, it wasn't staged. At first I thought it was staged. And then, you know, because, you know, we sat there in awe. The whole planet sits there in awe, like, what just happened? Is that real? And then, you know, and I didn't see it organically. So I saw it later on
Mhm.
after it had been tweeted and it had been posted over and over. I didn't get a chance to see it organically because I wasn't actually watching the full Oscars at the time. I was
I
just trying to,
I was watching, and live. You didn't hear the slap that you heard in the recordings. It was just a, and then I didn't hear anything, and I was like, well, that's a strange stunt. What's going on with that? And then when Chris started talking and said I got the shit smacked out of me, and I was like, oh, I guess it was real, but I don't know. And he laughed, and then of course they show that he laughed. Jada gave kind of a smirk, and then the smirk must have turned into a I know you didn't just say that about me, and then Will turned around. That's what really made it so tacky. You laughed at it. You laughed at this joke first, dude. Then you
yeah,
get yeah,
yeah.
just real.
So it was pretty much a smudge. And I know some people that have different views about it. Some people are saying, "Oh, well, I would have done it too." And if that had been at a family picnic, okay. If it had been at a family picnic, I can get it. I understand the family picnic, but I don't know. I was on the fence with both of them because I thought that all of that was a backyard brawl,
Mm-hmm.
and during the time that other people are supposed to receive awards and things, and then you have all of that happening, it just overshadowed the whole event. Like I don't even remember who won anything else.
And what's so ironic and even add salt to the wound was that the next category was best documentary, and Questlove, his homeboy from Philly, was the winner of that award, and everybody was just kind of like, oh, okay, here's an award, but let's go back to the slap. What the hell happened? And that just really made it bad. Oh, hold on, Bryant, we got something from one of our viewers, Lori. She says, but let's not forget the other factor, Jada Pinkett and her manipulation of Will.
Yes.
Good
Now
point.
I like that, Lori, and you guys need to tune in to Lori's show too because my screen has gone blank again, so we're just gonna go with me listening. But yeah, so how about the manipulation? You're exactly right because that adds a whole nother element.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. He is
Steve, are you
such
there?
a take chart. He's such.
So
Can you hear me? You got me?
I can.
Okay. He
Yeah.
is such a kind of a take charge guy. But when it comes to her, he really is kind of what's the nice word? Let's just say easily manipulated. And I know that's his wife, but
Smitten.
eh,
Yeah. How about? I mean,
whipped, the good old whipped.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be probably the best way to describe it because at this point, what else could you say? Like,
Mhm.
what else could you say at this point? Just it just really didn't show. It didn't show. I think it was tacky. I think it was tacky, but I mean, also hey, Mom, my opinion of tacky also is being swayed by how much manipulation could one person have over another. And I mean, it didn't this the chick that's sleeping around with everybody and doing what she wants to do, and then here he comes in, and it's his big night because they let you know that you're about to win an award, and then all of a sudden it's overshadowed by a slap. well,
I
we,
away from that part, at least let's go to Chris Rock. He's the one that was embarrassed. He's the one that was was the victim that night. And I think, thank God, he handled it with grace and class and just kind of made a joke out of it as a comedian should and kept it moving. That made it palatable for the world because had he popped him back in the face and then, oh, that would have been so ugly. So ugly.
yeah, yeah, I
So
think that would have been really bad.
so I give him
I'm
credit.
really irritated that it is what it is. I mean, at this point, I think that every time that we get into a political coup with another country, and every time something happens, that Hollywood actually is conveniently there to take our mind off of what the real issues are, which is that we're literally having a war. Our gas prices are at $5. We've got another mental ill leader of a country because Putin is obviously mentally ill with his action and what's going on with him. So when that happens, you get all of this stuff from Hollywood to just take our mind off, be smudged, by what's going on. And Hollywood has a convenient way of getting our mind off of the real issues.
Yeah, that is true. We kind of forgot about the Ukraine. Well, nobody forgot about it, but it just wasn't as prominent. And then after like 3 days, I'm like, okay, come on, this is an actor that has embarrassed himself. Actors before him have embarrassed themselves before, but people are being killed. Black folks are over there
Right.
are as usual being pushed to the side, and their worth again has been minimized over there.
Yeah.
I don't
So I mean,
who.
and you think about even if we wanted to talk about the Ukrainians, we want to talk about their treatment of African Americans. Of course, the people that we talked about last time when they wouldn't let these people. First of all, they didn't want them in the country, and then when it came time to evacuate, they didn't want them to get on the train until it said that those seats were saved for Ukrainians. So at this point, there is nothing that we can do but sit back and watch while we have people right here in Chicago. I think we got that many people killed in Ukraine that happens in the summertime in Chicago with gun violence alone. So yeah, I'm on the fence.
Let's hope not. That, oh my God, this all of the great news, huh? All of the great news.
Yeah, so on the happier side, I think that we want to bring on our guest Eunice Sanders. and
Well,
move along, folks. Sorry for the Debbie Downer show. But
mhm.
I think we have our guest Eunice is waiting in the background, and Lori says Jada is the narcissist.
Yeah,
I
all
just
I
saw
can
her
say
comment.
is
Hello, everybody. I am here.
you think. Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
Eunice.
Can you
It's
guys hear
Eunice
me?
Sanders. We can.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce. Hold on a minute, Eunice. There's a little bit of muffling, but I want everybody to know that this is my sister from another mother, Dr. Sanders. What's going on, Uni?
Hey there. So I wasn't able to hear all those great and wonderful things that you had to say about me, but I know they were fabulous.
You are amazing, and I just wanted to thank you first of all for taking time out to come onto the show, and I
This
really
evening.
am excited. I'm excited to tell everybody what Eunice is doing these days. So to give us a little intro, your your new business and how you got into how you became a Dr. Eunice Sanders. Let's start there. What did that require?
So I hope you are able to hear me. Please let me know.
We can hear you. I think our whole show is frozen. Ugh. Hello?
You guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. We're having
Okay.
some technical difficulties today, but I can't hear. I can't see you right now, but it doesn't matter. I can hear you.
Okay, so I think I heard Brian said to say to tell you a little bit about me and what I've been doing. I was saying earlier, Brian, I didn't hear that great and wonderful intro that you gave of me, but I'm sure you were saying some really amazing things. So thank you.
Yes. Yes.
So what I have been doing lately is really combining all of the great and wonderful things that have been near and dear to me. You know, when I hit 50, I felt like I had to hit the ground running. You know, I felt like this was the last chance, last opportunity to do it all, you know? And
Right.
so I had been dibbling and dabbling, as you know, Brian, for many years in the naturopathic world. I loved all of the herbs. I loved
Yeah.
all of the, you know, the oils and things like that. I've been playing with the shea butters and all of that. I even went to Africa myself and hired a family that I'm able to have to do shea cropping for me. And they're my good friends, sister and brother-in-law. So I'm able to get things that are native from different places and create my product, and I love it. As you know, my sister years ago was the first African American woman to be diagnosed with HIV in Illinois. And her thing was, well, for my family, first of all, it was, what do we do? Can we get it from drinking out of the same cup, sitting on the toilet? What happens, you know? And I loved my sister. Nobody would let her stay with them, but I said, no, you're coming into my house. You've taken care of me. She was 8 years older than me and just a wonderful, fabulous person. But she decided, I'm not taking none of that stuff. I will go natural.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what does that mean? So we went on a search for naturopathic things, holistic herbs and modalities to help her through her process. And my sister died 7 years ago, and she never got full-blown AIDS. My sister died of enlarged heart, and she did great just off naturopathic things. I was determined then that I would do my latter work in life in the holistic area, and that is what landed me to what I'm doing now. And I can say that I absolutely love it. Every day is fulfilling things. that I feel like I'm contributing to my sister every day. So I love it, love it, love it. I create these tinctures and tonics that help people through their wellness. I have to say that the pandemic really thrust my business in a way that I could never imagine. So talk about good things that come out of a bad situation. It really thrust my business me into full throttle. And it's been an uptick since then. 3 products that are in the store that I'm very proud of. They're selling out every single week, and this is the 11th forward with it. It is available in Chicago at 1512 Street, and you can order directly from me. Reaching out to me via my email, which was posted a little earlier.
Yes. And that is amazing.
Nice.
That is
really
amazing. I didn't hear you, Steve. Say that again.
Earlier I went to her Instagram page, and it's very colorful. Displays your products very well, and I had a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
And they could be long, so give me your short answer.
Okay.
First one,
Okay.
how important is self-care in these particular times? And second question, or statement, describe your 36 to 72 hour fasting regimen.
Okay.
And
So
the results with that.
Okay, so I will start with the importance of self-care in these crucial times. It is very, very important where we've been mandated to stay at home. We've been social distanced from people. I think it's been a very important time for us to get in tune to our own Eunice, learn who we are again. And my biggest theme is about embracing your Eunice, embracing who you are, loving yourself. If you learn to do that, you're going to do things to take care of you in your best interest. And then your second question was about my fasting system, my detox reset system. That 36 hours is really one, giving up all of the white sugar, white flour, giving up dairy, and also resetting the body so that it is at homeostasis.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sure if I'm the talker, be quiet. Okay. So the biggest thing is bringing the body back to homeostasis, which means that oftentimes we'll go to the doctor and the doctor will say, I see the symptom, let me write a script. However, looking deeper, we need to know why you got in that space in the first place.
Right.
Causing the body to be reset. Fasting is the fastest way of really resetting the body and allowing the body to be at homeostasis, where we can really look deeper to see how the body reacts. Sometimes people may be having different things that are going on in their body, and I say, hey, we're going to my first thing that I do is to put people on a detox, because it's no use to layering things on top of a bad system. Resetting helps you to get rid of that. So to answer it shortly, that's what it is. It's allowing me to work with you from your best state.
Thank you.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited that you're doing such a wonderful. I remember Barbara. Barbara was my good friend Wayne Easley's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Barbara was younger from a powerhouse. Your daughter is just Qiana is just like your sister Barbara.
No.
The same type of urgency. So I mean, what's going on? Where can we get products? I want you to hang. I have a surprise. Just finished Reggie Watkins, and he is.
So the products, Brian, are available in Chicago at 1512 East 53rd Street, and that is at Bon Sante Health Food Store, where we carry an array of healthy supplements and products. And you can also email me or hit me up in the DM on any of my social media sites, and I will send them out to you.
How exciting. You guys, thank you so much.
Bryant,
Hey, what's going on? I see you there.
excuse me. I hate to come in here. I don't like doing this.
Yes.
Bryant, I don't like doing this, but we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Bryant, I hate doing this. We cannot. Wait, hold on. First, I don't like doing this.
No,
I don't like doing this. First, I gotta find that noise. I gotta find the noise. It's very annoying. I'm gonna turn these mics off because the noise is very annoying when you're
Right.
trying to listen to the podcast. Okay, Bryant, you need to turn your mic up.
yeah, I had to switch mediums. I had to change from my phone to my
I
iPad.
know, but you got to turn your mic up. You're the host, you and Steve, and you have to be heard. I'm sorry that I have to do this to you.
No problem. Thank you, Katie.
No problem. I'm glad.
Okay, I mean, I don't like doing this, but
We got you. You're trying to
okay,
you're
I'm
making it
sorry.
you're making it best for us. Appreciate that.
That better for you because I was on a
Now,
different.
is your mic up? And you might have to put yourself on speakerphone.
No, I had to change mediums. I had to get off my.
Okay, are you on speakerphone?
I'm on my tablet.
Make sure your tablet is on speakerphone.
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Put some bass in that voice. And
All
I'm
right.
gone. Okay. I'm gone.
I wanted to just Eunice, I want you to hang around with us. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Do we have our Reggie Watkins in the back room?
Yes.
Okay, let's keep Eunice hanging out.
Okay, here's Reggie now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, the star-studded actor, Mr. Reggie Watkins. Hey, Mr. Watkins, how are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're doing
Great.
well. Did you get a chance to check out the show?
Yeah, I've been listening. I heard the opening credits, the music, and all that stuff, and it sounded like somebody I know doing the singing.
That was me.
I know it was you.
Who could it have been?
You have met this. Hey, this dude is one of the most talented cats I've ever met. And I don't know why he don't got his own show. I was saying this to him when I met him on the set we was working on. Why you don't got your own television show on Fox, ABC, NBC, something? This dude, he does it all.
And lo and behold,
We're
here we are.
working on it. So I wanted to say thank you first of all for taking some time out with me. I'm really excited that we worked on a project just recently, and you and Eunice and myself on Perdido, and that's a whole conversation that you and I have had. But we'll talk about that that whole thing. We'll talk about that off of camera. But I wanted to ask, I started just doing a little bit of research on you, and I didn't realize that you were into sports.
Yep.
And that because of an injury is how you flipped into acting. Tell me a little bit about how that came about.
Well, first of all, hello as well, Steve and Eunice. What's cracking?
Very good to meet you, brother.
How you doing? This lady behind Bryant.
Yes.
Hi there.
How are you? How you doing, Mama?
My mother
I-
around and she wanted to see you, Reggie, so she came around and she's all in the shot.
Don't see me.
For me, with acting, I came from. I started acting when I was a kid, and I was in plays. I did a play when I was a little boy, and I was always in the church, the church plays and the choir and all this stuff, and just always into acting. But I mean, I played ball. I played football until I was 21. But even as I was playing ball, I would go. In school, I was cast in my high school. I was probably cast in every play, but didn't do one of them because I was always I was young, so I was always thinking of, I'm gonna go do this play and be with all these drama nerds and all this stuff. And I was a quarterback of the team. I didn't want to be unpopular and go do this play thing, but it was always calling me. And then when I got injured at 21, I was in junior college, and I just immediately after I got hurt, I went and auditioned for the play at the theater there, and I got in, and I booked the role, and then from there, I just kept doing it.
Wow,
fantastic!
That bug that bit you was an amazing bug because in Perdido, I saw that I looked at some of your stuff, and even though it was somewhat of a difficult task for us, but you turned down the volume, you turned down the heat, and I think that this show was specifically about mental illness and mental awareness, and how we as African American people do not seek help. We don't seek treatment. We put Uncle Benny in the back room, even though he's crazy, but nobody ever counseled him. So, with that being said, I had another guest that was going to be on that had suffered mental illness. A person that I've known for 20 years, and he's the least likely suspect. Is what I wanted to say. I thought this brother always had it together. His name is Willis. He's an actor in LA, but mental breakdown. But he went to get treatment. And the correlation with the character that you just played, I love your work. I visualized what you do, and I appreciate it. So, what were you? How close were you to this role that you just played? Let's talk about the role you played in Perdido, because you really turned up the heat in your acting. And how close was you?
Well, thank you for the kind words. I've been to therapy maybe once or twice. It was couples therapy I went to, right? A while ago. It was years ago with a girlfriend that I had, and just found out weed ain't supposed to be. That was what the therapy was. But for me, I've always been the type of person that is able to talk about what I'm feeling and what I think. And luckily for me in my life, I've never been through trauma that people have been through, that forces them to shut off parts of their consciousness, shut off ways of communicating. So I've been fortunate in that event that I've never really had to deal with anything so traumatic that it gives you a sort of PTSD or anything that you have to sit down and speak to somebody about so you can get over that and keep moving through your life. I've been fortunate to have a great family and been a soul. And I don't know, maybe it's just my upbringing, but just me, as I'm somebody who will communicate with you right off the bat, because that's what I want to do. And so I've always been able to just speak about what's bothering me. If I don't like something, I don't like it. If I do like it, I'll talk to you about it, and we can come to an understanding about it. And so that was a difference for me in the character. But just doing the research, it was really, I had to take jump into the feeling of being somebody who doesn't communicate, somebody who has gone through abuse at the hands of a loved one. Thinking of how that would feel and how that would make you, close off or react to people and not want to react to people. And so it was a deep dive for me, but not really close to that character at all, my personal life.
Well, then that makes it better, because all acting is making somebody believe something that you're not. Hey, You have a question for Reggie? I see.
You know, I actually I don't have a question. I really want to say I was very shocked to hear that you had never experienced any of that in your personal life or family or whatever, because you did play your role and it was like you took it onto yourself. So that gives, you know, big kudos to your acting ability. So that was great. Unfortunately, I'm not one to say I didn't have that. I had a brother who committed suicide, and so there was something about the roles that you guys played that really kind of, Brian didn't even know, but sometimes it brought a tear to my eyes just to see some of the things, and it was brought about by past trauma of abuse. And so you did a great job, amazing job. And yeah, amazing job.
Eunice and I were in we were on the set all the time. So when you change gears, my fun thing is just trying to pamper you to make sure that even in a bad situation that you as an actor felt like you were at home, and we wanted to give you some Chicago hospitality, not Southern hospitality. We
Right.
I couldn't hear that.
That we could have brought some cornbread, but we got back in the other room a lot of times, and we were not only we were angered at the screaming of the little boy, and then we were impressed that each time they yelled action, that you could have been with us 1 minute and just been talking shop, and then the next minute you're back into character, and that to me is the signs of an amazing artist. And it's good. I've worked with a lot of people, and it was a pleasure working with you. What do you do? Just on that note, with you're an activist. Tell me something about your activism and what are some of the things that you stand for.
Well, it really started. I've always had an activist spirit. I think even as an actor, you're an activist, because you're passionately taking on the challenge of showing the world another way to live, or something that people aren't used to seeing, right? I feel like actors are a mirror to society. Yeah. And so for me, that is part of being active. But for me, I've always been, in my group of friends, the militant friend, right? I don't, just like I said, I communicate, I talk. And if I don't like something or I disagree with something, you're going to know. And I don't want to ever be in my circle of friends and have them not believe that I'm not 100% with them, right? So I've always been the person who speak up and say what I feel. And so when the civil unrest that happened around, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, all that stuff that was going on, it really gave me a springboard to jump into action out here in LA, because we had nothing but time. We were locked up in the house, right? So there was nothing but time to go out and do something. And I felt like, at this time, when we have no work, everybody's sitting around, why in the world not get out there and do something? There's no excuse to not do something. So I went out to a corner in my neighborhood and saw some people that were out there holding signs. And I got out there and started talking to them. And by the end of the day, they gave me a megaphone and I was talking to the whole corner. And then it turned into day after day, I was just showing up because, I'm showing up. And, for me, it wasn't about going down and trying to confront police and all that stuff. For me, it was trying to get people in our neighborhood to do more than they would normally do. You know what I mean? You got to pick and choose battles, right? I have a 17-year-old son. I have a mortgage. I got a lot to lose. So I'm not going down to be fighting police and trying to do whatever, all that stuff that some people are doing. And that's part of it as well. I'm not going down to burn up a building, because I'm not I don't castigate them people either. They got a job to do too. Their job is to burn something down and make the people give a damn about it. So maybe they make change to some kind of legislature, or they make a change that is necessary to stop something from getting burnt down again. So everything works in concert, right? But I really, for me, it turned into just getting out there and trying to get people involved and seeing how many people I could get to do something. And we were able to start a nonprofit called the Valley of Change. And it was just it was a great thing that we started, and we had some people, you know, that normally wouldn't be involved in standing up for Black Lives Matter and standing up against, you know, police brutality. And, you know, we got involved on the legislative side of things. We helped get one of our city council people elected in our area. And that was a big deal for me and working and helping some people out. So it was a really good deal. And that's what I started. I'm no longer a part of the Valley of Change because of, you know, growth and different things that we wanted to go our separate ways, me and the lady who started it. But I'm always here and down to stand up in the face of oppression for anybody and anywhere around the world if I see that that's what's going on.
I think that is amazing.
Excellent. Hey, Bryant, I've got a few things I want to give Mr. Reggie some flowers if I could. We have time, right?
Let me just say hello to Queen Qiana, who is our guest performer for the show. I see she was in the back. Hi, Queen.
Hey, cuz.
Turn on your mic, honey. Yeah, she's saying something. So go ahead, Steve, and we'll get her.
Yeah. So, Mr. Reggie, I was quite impressed with your IDM page. Excellent. This guy has been doing a lot. So I'll run through real quick. He's in the movie we mentioned earlier, Perdido. But Mr. Man is the voice of several characters on Call of Duty and Walking Dead video games. He's been in Grey's Anatomy. This Is Us, one of my favorites.
I love
movie Final Kill, The Rookie, and one that I just discovered last Friday on Netflix, Bosch. It's looking really strange, and I think I'm going to love it. Can you give us a quick synopsis of that?
Bosch is about Detective Hieronymus Bosch. He's an LA cop who kind of does things his own way. And it's like a darker, you know, like a serialized, you know, network drama, like maybe like a NYPD Blue, but it's just darker. And, you know, there's more stuff going on. And it's him and Jamie Hector from The Wire is one of the stars. Yeah. And so, good show. I don't know. Is it on Netflix now? Season 6, I think. Maybe season 6 on Netflix.
Season 6?
Yeah.
How have I can't believe when I saw it, I couldn't believe I had never watched that before, that I recall anyway.
Started,
6 seasons. Okay.
So we're gonna come back again and give you the chance to come back and see us again because you've got so much to offer the world, and thank God that you are on the planet with us at the same time because your voice is needed, your skills are appreciated, and most of all, I hope that you know in the future that we all get a chance to work together again on something that's our own project. So let's put that out in the universe.
Put it out there. Kudos, brother.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Appreciate it. Eunice, Bryant, Steven, appreciate y'all. Katie, thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
You too. You too.
For a couple of minutes, if you can. We're about to wrap up the show. We want to introduce Queen Qiana. And Queen, we can't hear you, so maybe you need to turn your mic on. Are you there? We've got a video that we're going to.
Okay, while she's getting herself together, let's pay these bills. These bills help pay the bills. Okay.
Always money.
All right, we gotta let Queen Qiana get herself together, get her made. Because I think she's kind of warm, and I think I want to cool her down before we bring, Della Reese in. I don't want her to shoot Brian in his pinky toe, because you might need that pinky toe to walk on. Oh, well, let's just pay some bills before we break. Look at her, she get back. You cool down. Go get a drink of water and come on back, girl. All right.
Let's
Let's
play the
talk about Mr. Maceo for a minute. We'll be right back.
Inspired by capturing people in their natural state, James Washington is Maceo's Photos, a Chicago-based photography studio specializing in portraits, headshots, weddings, lifestyle, and commercial photography. Contact James Washington at 708-568-1421 or hit him up on the website at maceosphotos.net. That's MACEOPHOTO.net. James Washington, Maceo's Photos.
Yay!
Transformation is a courageous and necessary act. Set a course for the future. Discover your organization's true potential. Contact Dr. Regina Armour and find the tools, structure, and organizational techniques to improve your bottom line and fulfill your mission. Contact Dr. Regina Armour at The Armour Group. www.armourgrp.net. That's www.armourgrp.net.
So, can we hear quick?
Hi, this is Katie Doe. Have you ever thought about embracing your Eunice? Well, you should. Dr. Eunice Sanders has created Eunice essential oils designed with you in mind. Dr. Eunice Sanders essential oils is an experience that will leave you saying, I've experienced the rest. Now I've experienced the best. Available at Bunty Sankey's Health Food Store, High Park, 1512 East 53rd Street.
All right. Thank you for all of our sponsors.
Yes.
The RCO's photo and our new sponsor, Eunice, Dr. Eunice Sanders. Hi, Queen Qiana. We can't hear you. Is your mic turned on? Okay, so we're going to see if we can't stream your video live. Does Katie have your video? She does. All right. So we're doing sign language with her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be the voice of Queen Qiana. She is my very good friend and very talented artist. You guys can Google her name with Qiana and Kinetic Synergy on all streaming platforms. Please go on there and buy her music because the girl is bad. Now, I just recently was worked with her on her latest video where I actually played Richard Pryor. And she was Della Reese, and it was hilarious. The opening.
Oh, that should be funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. So, Katie, if we have that clip, can we? We're about to round up our show in a few more minutes. Let's see what we got, folks. Katie. Hey, Reggie, this is the part where you're like pushing buttons.
I have to go. I have to load it up.
Okay, darling. So this is the part where we're pushing buttons. We're like,
oh wow.
So,
real quick, Bryant. Let's say thank you for all.
Hello, y'all go ahead. Go. Just keep talking.
Thank you to all of the viewers. I see one of our very good friends, a brother of us, Mr. Charles Barton. Thanks for coming in, dropping in, and Lori. But I can't see anybody else. So speak up, guys. Say something. Let us know how we're doing. If you're having fun, if you can hear, because we're trying to hear. It's all in fun. Technology. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We're all here. It's love, and thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you. Now, Reggie, this is an inside joke between Steve and I. Steve and I have been friends for many, many years, and he lives in Trenton and actually works for the CDC. But our buddy Charles Barton, it took him like 900 years to get like a cell phone that worked. So for him to be on the show, he's like our only guest that tuned in. So for him to be on the show was a phenomenal day because Charles like pushes buttons and you're like, hello, hello. Like, no, turn it around. It's the other side that you have to talk to.
I can't see nobody.
So the running joke is Charles his phone. It's like it's not doing anything. I'm like, when's the last time you charged it? He's like, you gotta charge him.
I don't see a video. Where's the video?
So he hasn't hung up yet. So we gonna keep this commercial on charge. Wayne, don't worry about it. We'll have you back on the show again. You're looking beautiful though. Have any Panama?
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Okay, I'm glad that you could hear us, and I know that just recently we had such a great time on your set. The correlation between me working with Reggie recently and me working on your set recently. We had such a good time. I don't think there's anybody that can embody Della Reese better than you.
I can't wait to see this. I cannot wait.
I don't know. Katie's loading it up. I think we're gonna run out of time before it gets loaded. But Reggie, how many kids do you have? You have one? Yeah, I think.
One. Yeah, 17-year-old.
A 17-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bryant, this is a large file.
Oh.
And it's just not that easy to load up.
So we're gonna have to take a pass on it and then bring Queen back.
Yeah, you just bring her back, and this is a file that I'll probably have to cut up. It's big.
So that has been it. Do we have my extra song? So Queen Qiana.
Why don't you let her sing us out?
Oh, but we can't hear her.
Why? You can hear her sing.
Yeah, is she unmuted?
She can sing a cappella. She's got a beautiful voice.
I know, but we can't hear her.
She don't need no music. The girl has a beautiful voice.
But
She listen.
No,
Some people need a band to enhance their talent. She doesn't.
I know.
She's muted, Katie.
Why is she muted?
Apparently, she can't control it. Did you mute her by chance?
No, her mic is not muted. She's got her mic turned off. I didn't mute her. Okay, log out and log back in. Log out and log back in so you can sing us out of this show.
We're gonna hear this beautiful voice.
We sure are, because she can sing.
Reggie?
So Reggie, what other?
She ain't like Mary J. Blige. She needs some help. This girl can sing.
Tell us about other projects that I did not name because your page was pretty long, sir.
What we got? I'm doing a lot of voiceovers right now. Like, so Call of Duty was the biggest one, and now I do the NBA promos. I do all the promo commercials for NBA. So I do those, and I've done that all season. And I got a couple of TV shows coming from Netflix where I play the dad on an animated like kids show. So that's coming. Nice. That's coming later this year. Coming out later this year with DreamWorks. So I'm doing a little bit here and there. So it's getting all right.
Those I've always wanted to know. There is one of the famous Cree Summers. As one of the famous voiceover artists, and of course, I'm not getting into your personal business, but are those checks pretty nice compared to on-screen checks?
It's not as nice as if you were doing like a week on Grey's Anatomy, but you get more of those. There's more, so you might do 5-6 episodes in one day. So that adds up, as opposed to working a week on like a Grey's Anatomy or something like that. But yeah, it's good money.
That's nice. And you just show up. It doesn't matter how you look. You don't have to change.
I do it from my closet. I got a studio in my closet.
Nice.
And you get those sweet residuals, right?
Yeah.
I did a little bit of voiceover in my lifetime, so I do know those are sweet.
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent.
Excuse me.
All righty.
Hello to the diary of a mad black woman. Say something.
I'm not mad, darling.
I told you she could talk. Come on, girl. Sing
I'm
us
not,
up
and
out
I'm
of
not
here.
singing, Miss Katie. Y'all got to pay me. I
Don't
ain't
do
singing.
me
You better
like
play
that.
that
Please
video.
don't break my
You
heart.
better play that video. I
I'm
ain't
an
singing.
old
Not at
lady.
all.
I'm an old lady. I'm
I'm
a
over here
senior
on my
citizen.
soapbox
Baby,
because
don't
I'm a
do
traumatized
the
black
video.
woman in
Listen,
America.
the
You
video
understand me?
is wrong. I have to edit that video. I have to edit that video.
I'm a traumatized black woman in America. I need some money.
Come on, girl. Just give me a line or two. Help me make it through the evening in America.
Queen, we got like 2 minutes just for Reggie. Oh, Reggie.
She can have as much time as she wants. That's the queen. She be able to shout you in your pinky toe. Come on, girl.
I can't hear you, Bryant.
I want you to just sing me a note. So I want Reggie to hear your voice because you're his special treat. So we can. So just I don't care.
And you're bilingual. Sing in Spanish.
Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no.
Reggie, she's Bryant's friend. You see?
Yeah, I see.
If you wanted some Chicago style blues, there you go.
Yeah. Next time I come back, we gotta see where she's singing at.
There you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to stay. Next month we're going to have back guest and we'll premiere her. I want a special thanks to not only my host, Mr. Stephen Dunagan. This brother is like more like a brother to me. He and I have been in each other's pockets for many years. Pleasure to always have him as my. And then to my sister, Dr. Eunice Sanders, customers, and now she's on her own venture, and I'm on mine. Eunice, I love you with the love of Jesus. And then to my new brother, Reggie Watkins, a pleasure.
Thank you, Brian. I hear what you said. Thank you. I'm sure it was inspiring.
He sounds like a boiling noodle. Okay, everybody. I know you all can't hear Brian. So I'm gonna remind you. Where am I getting this echo?
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, viewers, for coming and watching and listening. We appreciate you all. Love you. Please come back next month. We'll have a better show for you then. Thanks again. Bless.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, you've been listening to
Bye,
In the Basement. You've been listening to In the Basement with Mclemore, where the truth comes out. Brought to you by.
Inspired by capturing people in their natural state, James Washington is Macio's Photos, a Chicago-based photography studio specializing in portraits, headshots, weddings, lifestyle, and commercial photography. Contact James Washington at 708-568-1421 or hit him up on the website at Maciosphotos.net. That's MACIOPHOTO.net. James Washington, Macio's Photos. Transformation is a courageous and necessary act. Set a course for the future. Discover your organization's true potential. Contact Dr. Regina Armour and find the tools, structure, and organizational techniques to improve your bottom line and fulfill your mission. Contact Dr. Regina Armour at The Armour Group. www.armourgrp.net. That's www.armourgrp.net.
All right.
Hi, this is Katie Lowe. Have you ever thought about embracing your Eunice? Well, you should. Dr. Eunice Sanders has created Eunice essential oils designed with you in mind. Dr. Eunice Sanders essential oils is an experience that will leave you saying, I've experienced the rest. Now I've experienced the best. Available at Bunty Sankey's Health Food Store, Hyde Park, 1512 East 53rd Street.
Need a friend or someone to lend an hand.